Scoot canoe. Stupid scoot canoe. Life is low-key peak now, Lel. Peak, 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 peak. No toxic people in my life. I can properly move on. I can. Stupid dang ant. Worst problem right now is these ants, bro. These summer ants. No school, no toxic people, nothing. Nothing. Alright? Anywho. Let's watch some more film. Alright. Oh, hang on. My school got some new uniforms. Hang on. I'll show you. Oh, why is it still on? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright. I can't take it anymore. Alright. My school got some new uniforms for their football team. Alright. I'll show you. Actually, I can just show you on my phone. Alright. I can just show you on my. Alright. Hang on, hang on. Gotta find the account. Alright. For reference. Alright, for reference, I'll show you the old uniforms as well. these are just away uniforms, right? The white uniforms. I even gets there. My goodness. What on earth is that? Did they even post it on here? Okay, that's not really a good picture. Um, what would be a good picture to use? I actually don't know. Um, I think I have a picture of me in my old uniform. Yeah, I do. Okay. So here's our old uniform, just for reference, right? Pretty darn cool. Has a little awkward W at the top, but other than that, pretty darn cool. And then here's the new uniform right here. Notice any differences? I notice very few differences. Very, very few differences. Thank you. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Alright, hang on. I gotta close this out for a second. We're gonna watch some more film from my old school. Alright? And now that I've graduated, I can give my honest criticism. Alright? My honest criticism. I already went through this Salisbury score here. We played them. This is the playoffs. Sorry. This was the playoffs. We played them earlier in the regular season as well. Where this one was significantly worse than the playoff loss. However, okay, I will say, this is what I have to say about this game right here. It was 7-0 at half. 7-0 at half. The final score was 42-7. We were down 7-0 at half. Down 7-0 at half, and then we lost 42-7. Only up 7 points in the first half. Get up 35. offense did not do anything. The offense has as much of an impact on the game as I did, and I was standing on the sideline. Okay. I mean, you probably could put me in the game, and I put a impact. I still believe I should have gotten more to you than I did, but it's all good. I'm working my butt off now. I don't have a job, but I mean, oh yeah, this is, I used to and still do have a problem with just running around. So you can tell that this is me right here on the sideline. All right. Oh yeah, we don't use quick cut anymore. We switch back to huddle. So anyway, this was tough. Like I said, the defense did not play at bad in the first half. Okay, the defense did not at all play bad in the first half. Okay, I completely forgot to watch this one. Last set, 70 just lets the guy through for some reason. For some reason, they ran empty for some reason. No, they didn't. They didn't run empty. There's the running back right here. He wasn't pass blocking, so he wasn't doing no blitz pickup. He was running the check down right here. So the problem with this was obviously Mr. Number 70 right here, letting uh, my brother 50 run right through. Are we serious? Alright, and other than that, like, everything was taken away very well. That was nearly picked up by the outside linebacker right here. Not the inside linebacker right here. Um, almost by the inside linebacker right there. They ran a lot of trips and a lot of sets, so that's what I'll say about this card. They ran a lot of trips, a lot of empty sets, and chances are, if there's trips on one side, the side they're running trips on, someone's gonna backpedal for the check. All right, that's what I learned from watching this team is that if there's trips, just expect like keep an eye out on one of these guys because one of these guys is gonna drop back for a check down. All right. So playing cover four, everything is basically blanketed. Your best option is if he buys down his check down right here, throws a number 10. If he doesn't buy down the check down, just dump it off number 8 right here. And you can see he's very well covering both of them. Or if the corner is here, but they're playing cover four. These guys are focused on the deep ball, so you can always take the risk and throw number 15 right here. And that's very risky because you got not only the safety right here, but also the corner. So your best bet is to either throw it to number 10, either throw it to number 10 right now, or to check out to number 8. It looks like he's gonna down on the check down here. So number 10, he's coming for you. He's coming for you. He he's still in position to make a catch, but he cuts it back down on it. You could have thrown that a little higher, maybe over his head. It would have resulted in number 10 right here. I keep thinking that that's Cooper Kupp. He looks like Cooper Kupp. He wears Cooper Kupp's number. But, anyways, you gotta, like, here's the thing. Alright, first of all, here's how you prevent this happening. You need to have better pass blocking. What are you doing? Why are you trying to take his ankles out? Also, this game was played on a Monday. You know? Look at this different angle, okay? He's like the 5. You got the shaded nose, and then you got a 4 right here. Okay? So you got a 5, a shade, and a 4. Oh, what are you doing? Shoot your hands here, bro. Alright? Okay, never mind. That's a bad matchup. Okay, yeah, never mind. That's a bad matchup. Because, look at the size difference, though. You could use better technique there, I believe. Like, not getting bent over like that. But, that's a bad matchup. Good play for the defender, but what I want to do is number 12 right here. Okay, obviously boot out to the left. But here's the thing. After getting bent over, you gotta at least try to work back. You gotta at least try to make a play like. I mean, you did, but you're just getting in the way of your own quarterback. You have 5. You. But they're running cover 4, meaning that the weakness of this will be obviously flat. And the flat and like quick and stuff like this. So here, throw it right here. All right. First option is here. Oh, and here as well. All right. This as well. Why are you not? Why are you only looking at one side of the field? You have this guy open right here. Your weak point, because it's cover 4, would be this right here. All right. But it also doesn't have a 3-man rush is coming by, and everyone's still getting through. So, great play from the defense. They took everything away pretty well. But you still could have gotten that ball off. All right. All right. 4-man rush. Still playing cover 4, I believe. So, bro, look. You got a decently clean pocket. Let's see where he throws it. That's the default. All right. You know it's cover 4, right? You know, like, weakness in cover 4 is flat, right? The hook curl, right? So throw this right here. This is cover 4. The weakness is the flat. They only have 3 defenders in the flat. Two defenders in the flat. One in the hook. Throw it here. What are you doing? If not there, throw it. Check down to him. Sometimes it is okay to throw the check down. You don't need to throw the deep ball every time. And if you are going to throw it to him, there's multiple defenders in the area. If you're gonna make a risky throw at that, you you gotta bullet that thing down the field. You can't get no wimpy thing. You can't be all wimpy like that. But here's the thing: you're not Aaron Rodgers. You're not Aaron Rodgers. You're not Brett Favre. You're not gonna get that thing bulleted down the field every single time. So in this situation where it's covered four, throw this or throw this. Okay? Because it's gonna take him a hot minute. You're gonna take the middle linebacker right here a hot minute to get to number 8 right here. Sure, it's only a small gain, but it's better than no gain. And you trying to take the risky route and take the deep ball. When you just cover 4, resulted in a pick. Alright. You know that he's deep. You know that he's deep. Okay? You know that he's defending the hooker. You know he's deep. You know there's also the deep defender right here. This was just a bad decision. Okay? Great play from the defender, but also a very bad decision. Right. Anyway, they're on offense now. I'm gonna just go through the offense stuff, okay? I know a lot more about offense than I do defense. Alright. Also, I noticed I was obviously at the game I played. I was on the team. He looks like Queso. Him right here. I saw him. He looks a lot like Queso. Anyways, if I remember this correctly, he fumbled the snap, and they turned the ball over immediately. I know it wasn't no dang tush push. I know for sure that. Because why would you run tush push on the head? But obviously, it's not that happens, of course. But you gotta go behind. You gotta hang on to the ball. It's alright. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Fumbled the ball, but let's look at it from this angle. What was it? I know pretty well if that was a tush push, that was a dumb decision. Because why would you run a tush push on first and 10? Anyways, this time we got a 3-man rush, and nose guard drops off the sides. It's fine, it happens. Let's move on. Alright. Wait. 3-man rush. Alright, 3-man rush. Cover 4. For some decently clean pocket. Because it's a 3-man rush. That's what it's supposed to be. Alright. Alright, drops back. Everyone drops back. That doesn't really change anything. Oh, whoopsie. Doesn't really change much. But if you're looking to take the deep ball, throw it here and throw it to number 50. Alright? You know how you usually slide that thing? Do it here. Because he's open right here. I feel like his constant like constantly hesitating to throw the ball. At first, we're gonna hesitate to throw the ball, waiting for the better option. After a just throw the check down. I don't know why your eyes aren't here either. Because, like I said, any gain is better than no gain. And you can get a big gain here. Right? As you can see, they're playing some cover four. They're focused on you covering this flat over here. And the deep ball over here takes the deep ball over here takes the corner away, which leaves him wide open. You overthrow the ball. I used to think he was a pretty decent QB because he used to be able to watch it, but I realize now his accuracy and decision making is. I mean, whenever you put a kicker at quarterback, it doesn't really turn out that well. But they won multiple games with him under center, so it's fine. I think his name was. Um, but he abandons that because he's supposed to be defending the hook. He's focused on the flats. He's focused on the flats. Why would you not throw it here? Okay, as he's going, as he's going to the sideline, why would you not throw it then? Why would you overthrow it all the way to the corner? Like, what are you doing? But also, once again, it doesn't help matters none that a three-man rush is enough to get the quarterback. Now this was relatively clear, but it's a three-man rush. Why are they still struggling to? It's a three-man rush. Why are you still struggling to hold? Like, all right, high snap. Anyways, down block, high snap for whatever reason. Hand it off to the running back. He gets stuffed immediately. You know why? Because it was a high snap. I can't lie. It's not even. It's not even the fact that the O line is kind of selling it. It's not even his fault. All this has happened. It's primarily the O line. Because what do you mean they're getting there with three guys? No, they're not even. They don't need a front man rush. These three guys right here are getting to the quarterback easily. Alright? And the high snap leads to this happening. I've like this. I'm passionate about football. All right. Anyways, drop back. Anyways, pass again. Pass again. Once again, they're running some cover four, three-man rush. This time it's relatively clear. Okay. Okay. You realize that cover four takes away the deep ball. All right. And you capitalize on what they don't bite on. Good. Okay? Good. Okay? Move on. Let's move on. Didn't cause them to move, though. See, you gotta know the rules. Okay? Alright. Yep. Sorry, let me put my dang headphones on. let's cover this again. Alright. Let's do it again. Because obviously toss sweep, yep. Okay. See, that's what should happen, okay? That's what should happen. They're running a 3-4. The run running D and pass rushing on a 3-4 defense should be the weak point. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay? Let's move on. Once again, 3-4, running cover 4. Alright, last setting. Blocking. Check down. Check down. Goes forward. Linebacker bites on the fact that it was a whatchamacallit over here. Key. Okay. Found some daylight. Bit of luck from outside linebacker biting right here. And not focusing on where his eyes are. Or where the ball is. But, you know, yards are yards, okay? Okay? Sweet toss, yep. Having daylight, no longer had daylight. Okay. Once again, we gotta review this. 3-man rush. And the outside linebacker gets there. Okay. Blocking. I don't know Salisbury's blocking schemes, but I know that's not supposed to happen. Let's look. Where's the ref at? Right, that's it. It's key. Almost picked off. And you get that. Cool. Not really much you can do there. Number 40 right there is just a freak of nature, but missed call right here, but what? Missed false call right here, but whatever. My goodness. Oh. Alright. Okay. Well, let's talk about this again. His cover 4 defense. He's focused on the flats. Or not flats. He's focused on the ball. So he's going to be backpedaling. He's focused on the flats. He's going to be covering him as of right now. So why would you not kick it out to him? And if he bites on the hitch, why would you not? If he bites on the number one, why would you not throw it to the number two? Why would you force it down the field when you see him biting? When you see him immediately going down on the slant? And the outside linebacker, who was closer than I thought he was, ended up getting a pick because of it. It's tipped, and he got a pick. Alright. Alright. Now, my skill's back on offense. Alright. I have no clue what happened here. 22 right there just got level. Yeah. Moving on. Lined up in a 4-3 or 4-3, 4-3-4, I believe. 4-2-5, I believe. Actually, yeah, 4-2-5. Because you got 4 here, 2, and then 5. Secondary. They took 5 away. Okay. Well, why is my football knowledge suddenly going over, bro? I could just do the Raheem Morris tactic and just say, "Oh, we gotta execute better. We gotta execute better." Every single time I don't know what to say. We just gotta find a way. We gotta find a way, find a way, find a way, find a way, find a way. All right. That's the Raheem Morris. That's the Raheem Morris tactic. All right. Anyways, you got pass set right here. 4-3, 4-2-5, 4-2-5. Looks like man covers to me. Man. It looks like man on this side. No. Yeah. It looks like they're manned up, and then he's playing zone. So I'm guessing cover one. That's what I'm guessing is cover one. Cover one. That's my best guess. Okay. Cover one. Stop back to cover deep. Cover is deep zone. Alright. We got two go balls. Climb. Two go balls, a climb, and a fade. It looks like. Alright, 4-man rush. 4-man rush. They get him pretty quick, but that's some decent pocket awareness, okay? Decent pocket awareness. Cover one, they're all made up. He throws it deep for 22. A little bit overthrown, but you know, it's fine. That's a bit of a 50-50 ball. It's fine. Let's move on. Alright. And I have no clue what happened. This time I don't see a flag. I don't see a flag nowhere. So I'm guessing it's timeout. No, it's a flag right there. What was the flag for? What was the flag for? I don't get it. There's a flag, and then the play just stopped. I'm confused. What was that flag for? No one jumped off sides. I see here. Nobody jumped off sides on either side. No illegal formation. Nothing. I'm confused. The timeout's called. Okay. I don't know why you showed a timeout being called, but oh well. Come on, get on with it, man. Alright. These two man up. These two, let's see here. These two are man up. He's sent back to play some zone. I'm assuming he's helping out them too. But it doesn't matter because okay, so you got four-man rush, and your loss of yards. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Alright. Whole team him. The ball's going that way. Alright. Pull. I think that's more of a effort issue because if he got to him a little faster, then some better could have happened. You realize like most of these big plays happen because someone screwed up. Alright? If someone screwed up and or they're just that good. Two things you can do at the same time. Alright? Punt formation. Puts it. My goodness, he is an amazing punter, I'll say that. Punt inside the 20, bro. Not well, not inside the 20, but that was a good punt, bro. Started at the 10. Started at the 10. Landed at the 35-yard mark line. Punt went about 45 yards. Rolled. Ended at 25. No, 24. My goodness, bro. That was amazing. No. Alright, cool. yeah, I don't know if you noticed this team right here, the red and black team, Salisbury. They love to run a lot of key. Love to run a lot of checkdowns and key routes. All right, they love to run that. All right, one did their job. Stepped back, made sure there wasn't no illegal man downfield. Done their job. Running back and wide receiver blocking, good. Good. Okay. Great team. Way to full out your check down routes. Check down. So, genuinely, what is worse? Being a check down merchant or a free throw merchant? I actually don't know. I obviously tell us to run because they pass the line of scrimmage. Not for a second does he hesitate, so it's obviously not going to be a read option. Stuffed immediately. Good job. Good job. Well, I did not know there was a holding penalty. Hang on. They had to have been holding. Holding somewhere. They'll let me review it. But you can't hold, okay? You gotta be square with it. Alright? Wherever they go, you go. You can't, if they're here, you can't be grabbing onto them here. Alright? Yeah, like I said, they love to run, like, anywhere there's trips, just expect them to run check down right here. Alright? Because watch them. Trips on the side, wide receiver runs check down. Key. Yeah, a check down right here, check down right here. My goodness, how many check downs do you need? Anyways, drop back protection. He, for once, doesn't get beat. I think that's a different guy. Hang on. I think that's 74, not 70. Yes, 74. No. Also, wait. Something I've always loved about something I've always loved about high school stadiums is always in the middle of nowhere. Like you can see people's houses. I don't think you're supposed to be able to see people's houses. All right. Anyways, these two go down to defend the check down. Check down. And your response is to the pitch. Good job. Make the right decision. Good job. I would say cover four. I've said it a million times. So the seam here wouldn't be the best option. Alright. Cover four. So these are the hook curl. So him going there is gonna, unless you pass it to him right here, it's gonna take the whatchamacallit. What you call it? The slant. My goodness, I can't speak today. The slant takes the slant away, and these two both react on the check down. which leaves the ditch wide open. These two both defending, slanting away. Both of that happening left the ditch wide open. Good job. Good job. Okay. I. It's not really about coverage. Obviously coverage matters a lot. But the main thing is that what defenders do and how they react. Like knowing their assignment as well, this is very important. But knowing how they react because what their assignment is matters a lot as well. So that's why you have to like. That's why play calling matters a lot as well because if the play call's wrong, it's gonna take everything away and you're cooked. All right. Ah, my goodness. We already looked at that play. Hang on. Cover four. Nothing in the flat. Other than that right there. He's probably gonna go bites down on that. Nothing over here. So nothing over here other than the whatchamacallit, the seam right here. So these are gonna focus on that. He's more than likely gonna bite on the flat right here. Bite on the flat right here. Shoves him. All three of them go for number 0 right here, which leaves him wide open. Like I said, he's gonna bite on that. He's meaning once all three of them bite, you throw number 10 here. Through that tight window, you gotta be able to make tight window throws. Alright. But instead, you hold onto the ball way too long, try to play your ball, and you get sacked. What are you doing? You're staring the defender down, and you let him run all over you. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, they get in punt formation. Some reason the quarterback's also the punter and the kicker. You didn't know that. Boom. Punts about 40-50 yards. They don't touch it. Peter, he already touched it, I think. No, he didn't. Okay. Alright, tucks it and runs. First down. Good. Back. There's always one thing that schools are addicted to doing. For this school right here, it's keys, check down, all that. For this school, it's I formation. Like, what are we doing? Alright. Chances are they're going to pull wherever they're going to run it wherever they're pulling. Alright. It works sometimes. But I mean you gotta adapt your game sometimes. The I formation worked way back in like 1970. You can't it doesn't work no more, okay? You gotta be able to adapt. Now, 50 guys right there, like the entire O line jumped, the entire D line jumped there. I didn't even look at that. Alright, good blocking. Got to got to their blockers. Ran through the hole. Got ankle bit for some reason. But got the first down. Good job. Alright. I didn't even look at what their coverage is. Actually, I think I did. I think it said it was cover one. Drop back protection. Fair man to man. These are blitzing. Yeah, that's coverage on that side. They're manned up. That's cover one. Easy. Yeah. Alright. Right there. And I feel like they were all supposed to go in that direction. And not pass it for some reason. I mean, okay. Let's move on. That was just a bad ball. Alright. That was open. And he bit down for some reason. Like, hang on. Like, the safety right here bit down because he's playing man coverage right there. I'm pretty sure he's playing man coverage on him. Him looking at the quarterback left the number 22 open. But you still could have made that throw. Alright. Anyway, we're back in punt formation once again. Oh. Okay. That was a, bro. How are you this bad punting, bro? That was a dang good split back. Fullback. He's gonna head in that direction. They're running wherever the fullback goes. He's in game yards. That's what's supposed to happen when you're going up against the 3-4. Run game's supposed to be their weakness, alright? And it was. You gained 5 yards. Good job. Second down. Alright. Once again, ran it wherever the fullback went. And that's the third. That brings us up for down. Alright. Beginning of the second quarter. Alright. Third down. Did they go first? They did not. Y'all are going up against a 3-4, and you can't run the ball. I know that they're getting their 3 guys, but that's the lack of effort on offense or on their O line. Okay, keep in mind that they won this game. They won this game. Okay. go. My dang head hurts. Goodness. My stream got taken down. It did not. Okay, cool. Make sure everything works fine. Okay. Alright, cool. Everything is fine. Anyways, I'm bored. Also, ah, goodness, bro. Alright. Finally got. Oh,